Hello everyone, I'm Red Herring and I'm here to distract you. Welcome back to my Football Manager 2023 series, Non-League to Top League. So today we have a Champions League game against Juventus, and then we are playing West Ham in the Premier League. Since you're last with us, it's gone really well. The only disappointment was the draw against Benfica in the Champions League, but it's still not a loss. I think we had Brighton, we won in the last game. We then beat Leeds quite comfortably in the Cup with quite a rotated team. We beat Wolves, then we beat Southampton, and we've beaten Forest of late. A couple of friendlies in there as well, just to keep people fresh. The bad thing that's happened is McKim has picked up quite a big injury, and he's been out for a little while now. So he's been coming back, but the Swedish guy who we brought in has been playing really well. I'm just annoyed that I didn't actually register him for the Champions League. So this may be a little bit of a struggle because we're going to have to play Martinez, who should be good, but he's not shown it since he's been with us. He did in the friendlies, but not since in games. And the youngster who is played 1 out of 1 and scored. Not bad, but his form's not excellent at the moment. So let's just get into the game. I bet I forgot to pick extra players, haven't I? Let's quickly do that whilst we are here. So let's put you on there. Midfielder I usually like to go for, but we haven't got a choice of a midfielder, really. So we'll put Adam on. And then we usually like another striker, don't we? But we haven't even got that option. So Jack gets a little run out. So here we go, straight into this game. So still having the 4-3-3, it's working really well as I showed you. A couple of changes. Angelo's been keeping his spot, so is Hamzig. The midfield three are just really, really good. Tommy's actually starting to come into a bit of form on that as well. And the back four is what constantly changing, and Siemens is actually having a really good season. Touch wood, that continues. And we haven't got a number for Jack, who's a striker, who will probably have to take number 53. There we go. But I have come off. I have saved it because I do need to sleep. And we've come back on. So I imagine this is going to be a bit of a struggle today. Continue where we last started. Right, so as we know, we are playing our 4-3-3, and they look like they're playing a 4-3-3 as well. I never understand it fully with the Champions League graphics, but I think that's what it looks like to me. Yeah, it looks very similar to how we are set up as well. And currently, Juventus, how are they doing in the table? It doesn't show us here, does it? Oh, it doesn't show us at all, so that's fine. But let's get straight into the game and see how we do today with a couple of, not our best striker, but he's still a very decent striker up front. Looks like Juventus have started off the better side. Can we get rid of that? We do. Tommy should have been charging down that. Great save by Siemens there. Douglas whips it away, but not very far. And Siemens with his safe hands again for us. So Juventus look like they've started off the better side, which is what I predicted after coming off and restarting. But can we get back into the swing of things we were before we came off? Right, White into Angelo. Could hit it with his right. He tries. Gets it. They get it away, but it's out to Ward. Whips it in. Angelo back post. Oh, it's just too far for him. That is a shame. Right, Angelo's not playing great. Yeah, I knew this would happen. I hadn't shown any encouragement, have I? Maybe that's not helping. And what we are definitely not looking like the team we were before we came off and saved. Standard FM. No, shout out. I don't think they've been good enough. They haven't been good enough, especially like Angelo and Martinez up front should be doing better than this. I know it's a decent team in Juventus, but we're undefeated in the Premier League and we're top of the Premier League by 7 points or something like that. Right, Dougie gone on a nice winding run. Finds Hamzig into Martinez. He was offside. If Hamzik wasn't off, Martinez definitely was, I think. Yeah, I knew one of them was off. Wasn't too sure which one, but I knew one of them was off. Hamzik was definitely on. Yeah, it was Martinez that was offside. That's okay. We've put the ball in the back of the net there. That might have spooked him a little bit. Angelo's having an absolute nightmare out there, isn't he? Jeez, I think he needs to come off. I think he's coming off. He's coming off. Jesus, that is terrible. Let's try Louise out there. Striker-wise, though, I've only got the youngster. That's not good, is it? We could just try it. Even Felix is playing bad. See, this is what I hate about reloading. I hate going off and when you're playing on such good form and you've got to come off. Because Felix was playing absolutely amazing before, and now look at him in this game. He's just absolutely poo. Let's take Felix off then and bring Christius off. Christius, I can't. Right, we'll give Martinez a little bit longer before we have to. A draw away to Juventus isn't a bad result, but still not great though, is it? Martinez has just got worse. Let's take him off. Let's risk it. Let's try the youngster up front. Let's just try it. White again. Was playing absolutely amazing. He has to bring Ghana on. Yeah, all right. And then we'll save it just in case we get a big injury. Shout some more encouragement out. This is just awful, guys. To bring you back and show you this is just awful. We are not playing like the team we were before. I showed you we were scoring goals. We were not getting dominated like this. I hate this game sometimes. I really do hate this game sometimes. Yeah, I know you can have off days, but that was just poor. That was just poor. I'm not happy with that. That is just poor. Poor, 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 poor. Ooh. I hope we find our form back for the West Ham game, because I don't understand how we've gone from, say, apart from that game, look what we've been doing. And just because I saved and then come off and I've reloaded it now, we acted like that. Right. Anyway, I will see you at the start of the West Ham game. I nearly forgot who we were playing then. West Ham. See you soon. Hello everyone, welcome back to the West Ham game. So the second game of today's episode. So let's get straight into it and see if we can get back onto winning ways. Not made any changes really to the team, apart from bringing in this striker. I let Angelo off. I think it was just a one-off game. He's been playing really well. Everyone's been playing really well. So I'm going to stick with the team. If they have bad games now, then maybe we will look at their position in the next game after that. But for now, I'm quite happy sticking with the team that we've got. So let's get out there. West Ham usually do cause us some issues last season. Playing our 4-3-3, as you just saw a moment ago. Yeah, they caused us some issues last season. I'm hoping they don't do the same again today. And they are playing a 4-3-3 as well. So this guy up front always seems to cause us issues. I don't know why. But it looks like they won their last game. But they are lying all the way down in 15th place. We've got a couple of games now over Newcastle, which is nice to see. And let's just get in there, win again. Get back into how we were playing before the Juventus game. It would be very, very nice indeed. Crystal Palace have Chelsea. They're the only other team that can take over Newcastle and catch us. Well, not really catch us, but stop us from being quite far ahead in our points difference. The first highlight has gone to West Ham, and it's them building from the back, which I'm not liking the look of, because I feel like there's going to be a goal here. But Ward's got this comfortable. All right. Bit of risky play, but it worked. Nice dropping deep from the striker. Lovely through ball from Hamzik. Go on, finish it. He is definitely a good enough replacement for when McKim needs to rest or has picked up a knock. He is on fire at the moment. It's such a shame I didn't register him for the Champions League. I think with him up front instead of Martinez, we might have actually won that Juventus game. What a finish. And we look like we might be getting back into the flow of things of how we were. Maybe it was just a one-off game with Juventus. Yeah, there we go. We're stopping West Ham having any shots. This is what we've been doing to most teams. Completely dominating the shots. Not letting them have any. But we have usually been scoring a bit more than just the one in the first half. But I'll take it for now. Ward is absolutely dead. Okay. I was going to say that. Didn't really do much. I'll see how Ward gets on. If he stays as knackered as that, maybe we'll take him off. Oh, we've just headed and hit the post and it's gone along the line and they've cleared it. And the highlight ends there. Never cornered. Hamzik to whip one in. Good header from Douglas and it's scrambled in by Felix. No offside. Sometimes I see them giving us offside. Felix is scrambled over. Again, we seem to have headed the ball, hit the post. Let's see it from this angle. Douglas with a header. No, it looks like the keeper saved it. Oh, nice little flick. Round the corner from Felix. And he has banged one in there for us. Ward really looks like he's struggling. We're coming up to 60th minute. I'm quite happy to make that change. Whoa, and Angelo's picked up a knock. Put Louis on there. Ward off for you. And hopefully that's not a big injury to Angelo. It looks like we're going to end up completely dominating this game. Look, we stopped West Ham having any shots at all. This is what we've been doing to teams. He's come on, he's played absolutely poor. I don't know where his best position is. He's meant to be a really good player, but I really am struggling to find his best position. You're having a terrible game. That's unusual for you. But we need to really look at fitness. Take White off and bring... You're the Mazzala, aren't you? Maybe we're dropping back into that role. We'll bring Smith on there. Take Hamzik off for Nicholas. And then if we really can risk it, we'll take Dougie off closer towards the 85th-ish minute. If I think we're not going to pick any knocks up then. But highlight with us. Douglas has it. Moron. Sorry, I keep calling him Moron. Moron. Felix. Moron. Nice keeping the ball into Felix again. Young striker. Nice little bit of play there. Why didn't he not feed it through earlier? Now we finally get it through. Should have fed that a little bit earlier into Felix, I find. Right. Dougie has it safely. Plays it to Douglas. Douglas brings it forward. Finds Tommy. Tommy, nice through into Louis. Nice ball into the striker. I can't remember his first name, and I'm not sure how to pronounce his surname just yet. He's playing better in this Mazzala role, it looks like. It does not. His ratings. Nah, there you go. Now his ratings gone up. Good header from the striker. Smith is onto it. He's miscontrolled, but he's won it back. Good battle in there, Smith. Find it out on the... No, okay, he's going to find Louis running through there. He's going to go on his own. Shoots. Perhaps should have just held the ball up a little bit and found... Right. Yeah, let's take you off because you are absolutely knackered. So are those two, but Dougie was a little bit more knackered before him. I think this is going to look like a very comfortable 2-0 win in the end. And we stopped them having a single shot. Wow. I thought they would at least have had one shot, but not a single shot on goal. That's a complete difference, isn't it, from that Juventus game? Maybe it was just a one-off against Juventus. Yeah, I say it's a good win. No point in saying the bottom one that the assistant manager says. Makes them all delighted, gets them all happy again. So we've got a game in hand over Newcastle. And we are currently 7 points clear, so we could go 10 points clear of Newcastle. But as we see, Crystal Palace have got a game in hand over Newcastle. They win their game, so we could be a total of 9 points clear of second place if we win our games and Crystal Palace win their games. Excellent win there. Not a bad episode in the end. Nice win there over West Ham. We'll come back for a few more games later on. Might even come back before the window now. Play quite a few games offline. Don't really want to show you Arsenal again. We've already seen Arsenal in an episode. So what we'll do maybe is we'll do the Chelsea and the Brentford game instead then for us. So we'll do those 2 games there. Unless anything changes or pops itself in there. We have got through to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, and that's just where we're playing Newcastle. I'm not too worried about that at the moment in time. But yeah, so what we'll do then is we'll come back for probably Chelsea and Brentford unless anything else changes. But as always, everyone, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, leave a comment and subscribe. And I'll catch you again soon.